Definitely, I do believe so because this is the era of technology, as you said now, and there are so many people they have been earning money from different social media platforms just by showcasing or just by introducing their abilities on social medias, and it's not some silly amount from the grade of silly amount to some greatest and handsome amount of revenue from different platforms. So yes, that's also correct, but I didn't want to say that, or I didn't want to blame the whole distractions just by using the label of a smartphone, but there are always two sides of a coin, and I wanted to specify that bad side of scrolling on phone, just because uh, I can't assure you that most of the people are using smartphones or the facility of internet connections in a productive way. It's not something like. Okay. So tell me, ma'am, how was your day?
Yeah, my day was quite productive. Yes.
Okay.
I had a, I was in high spirits because I interacted with two YouTubers. So yes,
Okay.
it
Awesome.
was fruitful.
That's awesome. So I think this is your third conversation this day, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For
Okay.
the first time, I'm having this means third conversation. Otherwise, I'm not able to to have only one video conversation is enough for me. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Making too much
Yes.
conversations, I think it's not going to work because during that time we have to pressure ourselves just by arranging all the things. That means the time management, that's the biggest problem from which we all suffer, right? Time is the most scarce thing on, I mean, in the universe, I believe. So yes, each and every day, if it is possible for us to make at least one conversation, I mean maximum one conversation, max sometimes, it's enough.
Yeah, because juggling with so many responsibilities, so it's a daunting task for me. But yes, somehow if I can do, so I try to have the two conversations. Otherwise, it's not possible for me. So, how was your day? How has you been so
Yes,
far?
it was also a quite productive day because I went to my school, and it is a working day, right? So I went to my school, and I taught my students, and I did so many works at my school. And then after that, I came over here and made one conversation prior to this, and this is my second conversation. So I can say this is my productive day.
Wow, you wear so many hats as a parent, teacher, and a content creator. You are YouTuber. So, how do you strike a balance between your work and profession, your work and this life? Yes,
It's quite
professional life and
difficult.
personal life.
Yeah, it's quite difficult, ma'am, because I have already spilled the beans that time management, that's the major skill that we all have to master, because mostly I suffered from time management because I feel like it's not enough. More 24 hours is not enough in my life. If I could get some
Yeah.
more time, then I could do something extra, right? So I think this is the common fact or common phenomenon in each and everybody's life. So yes, mostly it's not possible for me to make at least one conversation, but it's been almost 1 month I have been trying to make at least one conversation each and every day, because I have taken this as a pledge, because somehow I want to be in touch with the English. So the English that we get through the academic books, or the English that we teach at our school, is something different as compared to our this spoken English part, right? So somehow I want to be in touch with this spoken English classes. So yeah, I try
Wow,
to
glad to
find out
hear.
some time.
When yes, when our passion is combined with the perseverance, definitely the sky is the limit, right? And the world is your oyster. You are full of beans, and you are. So, how do you channel your energy? Yes, your motivation and inspiration is yes contagious. I'm feeling yes.
But I can't
Because
say
my
that I'm full of beans
challenge,
always. It's not something
Yes,
like that. I'm out of beans always, but sometimes yeah, I pressurize myself to make at least one conversation or to watch something in English or to be in touch with the English in some other ways. I can't say that always I'm full of beans because I already wear multiple hats that you have already mentioned here. So yes, it's a bit difficult for me. But this is my compulsion. That is why at this time, this is the first time I'm making conversation at this time at 8 p.m. So, but because
yes,
this was my compulsion, and obviously on the opposite side, it is you. So I'm bit comfortable. It is it is a kind of comfortness, right? So yeah.
yes. It was my, I was about to go out, right? But
Okay.
when I received your message, I thought that, okay, give it a shot.
Oh,
After half an hour, yes, I will move.
okay. So
So it's
aren't you at
okay
home right now,
because,
ma'am?
yes,
Aren't you at home right now?
I'm at my home.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, after half an hour, yes, after this session, yes, I will head out.
Okay, where will
Because,
you head?
I don't want to miss the boat. I don't want to miss the boat. Yes, I'm going to temple because it's Tuesday, right?
Okay, but at this time,
Yes, in the evening,
okay, in the evening,
I
but it's
usually go.
almost
In the
8.
morning, yes, it's my daily routine. I'm an early bird, so after taking a bath and like 6 a.m., yes, I go to temple
Mm-hmm.
and I spend 15 minutes over there. But usually, and in the evening time, I usually go. But
Okay.
in the morning, every day, yes,
You are a spiritual person,
it's my
I think.
ritual. Yes, there is no greener. Yes, I believe.
Yeah, yes, that's correct, ma'am. But mostly in my area, that means in Kerala, we visit temples during that evening time, the exact evening time. I can say between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And after that, the temples will be closed. So after that, especially at this time, it's not possible to visit
Okay.
or to pray at temple. It's not at all possible in our area. So the temple will be closed till 7 p.m. Yes, that's the time. I mean, 7 p.m. to 7, sorry, 5 p.m. to
Okay.
7 p.m. Yeah.
Okay,
So that's
okay.
why I was
But
speaking
by
the
9
fact.
p.m., yes.
Uh,
Okay,
okay.
okay. Got it, got it. Yes.
Okay.
So, yes. So, do you ever experience burnout? If you do so, how do you manage? How do you recharge yourself and stay motivated? Because nowadays it's a very, difficult to manage each and everything. We
Mm,
are juggling us with very many responsibilities, right?
yeah, that's correct. So, how do I recharge myself? It's a bit tough question, ma'am, because mostly I feel upset because of some other reasons. Just like if I don't get time to watch something in English, then obviously that would make me upset. And on the other hand, if I'm not prepared for the school, that also would make me upset. So I can say each and every day there would be some other reasons that would make me upset. So what do I do is I usually pick my husband's brain, or I try to disturb him whenever I feel that I'm disturbed. I try to disturb him as well. Whenever I feel upset, I need his full attention on me. That's what I do. So while disturbing him, I feel like okay, I am full of beans now, I have something interesting to do. That's what I do. It's quite funny, but
Okay.
that's the fact.
Yes, yes. You are so jovial person, right?
Yeah. But if somebody would see this conversation, or if somebody would hear my words, then obviously they would feel like she has such a great question and she is replying in such a funniest way. But this is the fact. What can I do?
It's really it's really candid conversation, right?
Yes,
What I do,
true.
okay. So tea is my ultimate elixir, dancing and listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
So tea is
Okay.
my pick me up, and I recharge my batteries with ginger masala tea.
Oh, okay.
And yes, and dancing and listening to music. So yes, I can overcome. all those challenges if I face,
Mm.
and
I
if
was
I'm
also.
not in a good
Mm.
frame of my mind, because I'm an optimistic person. I guess I'm a
Mm.
positive person, so I yes, I don't think that it's good, uh, like surrounding with negativity, and it can take it all on our health. So I'm a pragmatic person.
Mm.
Means I believe
Yeah, that's vividly I
I'm
can
having
see on your
pragmatic
face
approach, so it's
and in
better
your
for us,
attitude.
right?
Yeah,
And one thing is very important. Yes, because if our cup is empty, how can we pour? How can we fill others' cup, right?
yeah,
We can't fill others' cup from if we are not having this kind of positivity. If we are overwhelmed and we are exhausted, so how can we uplift others?
yes.
So means I am talking about our self care. Self careness is not selfishness, right?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
means we love with ourselves. Means we should, actually we should focus on our mental and physical well-being, emotional well-being.
Correct.
It's very important. Healthy mind is in healthy body.
Yeah.
So before uplifting others, we must first priority our own mental and physical well-being, emotional well-being.
Mm.
If I'm constantly running on empty, right? If I'm running on hamster wheel, I'm not getting nothing, and I will not have the means I will not have the energy to on means I will not have energy or emotional bandwidth to support others, right? So I always remind myself that to put my own or oxygen marks at first, right? Then I can support others.
Correct, correct.
Then I can genuinely help others, because after all, you can't set yourself on fire
Mm.
to
Yes,
keep others warm, to keep others happy.
that's
If we are having positivity and we are happy, then definitely we can bring happiness and joy in others' life.
yes, ma'am.
Self care is not a selfish; it's a like a prerequisite.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Totally spot on. We have to take care
Yes.
of ourselves at first because that's the first thing that we always have to focus on. We should be, we should be healthy both from the, from the aspect of mental health and also physically, right? So earlier I was also much into listening to music, but later on, especially I can say after my marriage, I lost that interest into music. I don't know what's the correct reason behind that. Maybe I have joined the school and I have got so many responsibilities from my professional life. I can't say that I have got many responsibilities from my personal life. It's not something like that. But yes, being a teacher, I think my attitude, my personality also has been changed nowadays. So mostly I try to prepare some some academic lessons for my school, and also to improve myself as well. So mostly I don't want to waste, I can't say that waste, music is also a greatest thing, some of the greatest things on this planet. So yes, but I can't say that I'm into music anymore, but and I'm also a kind of person whose interests and hobbies vary according to that time. So this is the one and only thing in which I'm interested in nowadays, that means English and relating stuffs. So yeah, which keeps me so much satisfied. It gives me intensive gratification. So that's why if I'm not getting time to do anything in this ground, then obviously that makes me upset.
Whenever I feel exhausted, now I regenerate myself through reading books or meditation, or spend quality time with my loved ones, with my parents.
Okay, yeah, that's
So
correct, ma'am.
yes, I recharge my batteries, because a healthy routine is very important, and a healthy routine helps replenish my energy, right? And it keeps me motivated. It
Yeah.
keeps me emotionally strong.
That's correct.
Yes,
Correct. And I have also heard
because
doing yoga and meditating, I mean, meditation,
yes,
these are also going to give you an immense and enhance feedback, or I can say strength in you. So, but I haven't tried to doing, yoga or anything else, because at least doing exercise, but I think this is the time to start yoga, at least yoga, because it would actually nurture us both from physically and also mentally, right? Nowadays, in this present context, we are used to do eat that the junk foods, and also our routine is something, it's been fluctuating nowadays. It's not rigid, but when you said your days are fixed, I can't predict a fixed day for me. My days are not arranged actually. Yes, from one point of view, it's totally arranged, but from the another point, I can't say that my days are, I mean, reached or organized. So if I'm on leave, then I can't say that when I would wake up. It's not which I could predict earlier. So if I would wake up late, then I cannot decide what are the things that I have to do on this day, and what I am supposed to do at first, and what is my most priority and least priority. It's not in my hand anymore, right? So yes, and I think now I have to start doing, yeah, yoga, because I want to be healthy both physically and mentally. Now I can say my weight has been increasing, and I'm little bit upset about that too. So I think while doing, I mean, by doing yoga, it would give me um a good result, I think. I don't know, but there is another conflict, that I'm a bit confused where to start doing yoga, because there are so many videos relating to yoga. But my mother always says you should know what is yoga, and you should you should have a clear knowledge about yoga, because this, while doing yoga, we are
yes,
stretching our body parts. So if you do something wrong while doing yoga, that would definitely affect your mental health, and as well as your internal organs. So you should be a bit meticulous about that. So I'm a bit afraid of doing yoga without the guidelines of any expert. So it's not possible to find out any expert of yoga here in my area. So that's why I'm postponing this.
okay. So, you means you couldn't get in particular like a yoga teacher or something.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yes. Because a yoga
But,
teacher, I think it's not
okay.
possible
Because
to
you
get
need
here.
to learn. Okay. Yes, yes. Because I know very well, and that's the reason I do at my home. I have also learned.
Okay,
It's
just
very
you watching
beneficial, yes.
videos.
Yes, yes. Then, yes, I also watch videos, Ramdev Baba videos, and so many pranayams I do. But nowadays I am not doing.
Okay.
But definitely I'm going to start again because
Mhm.
I love this.
Yes. So,
It
ma'am,
regenerates
I think
me.
you
Yes.
have already have a knowledge about both yoga and meditation. So, according to you, which one is most productive? But moreover productive, I want to know which one is more effective.
Both are effective because when I lose my weight, then I did like yoga for 1 hour. I used to in the early morning and evening also. And yes, sometimes I did also pranayam. So it's a breathing exercise. Yeah, so I got over many health issues, asthma. It was like biggest challenge for me. But yes, and everything demands our consistency. And that time I realized really, because if I many times I skipped. Some days I am feeling motivation, right? And another days, okay, I skipped. Said it couldn't work. But when I made up my mind, no, I have to do every day, in the morning, in
Ah,
the evening. So really, yes.
so
I actually, I was relieved, yes, from those issues, from those challenges, health issues. So yes, it shows that consistency beats intensity, right?
Yeah,
It
that's what
takes
I was.
long time, everything, but you are very passionate towards anything you can do, you can achieve.
Yes, correct.
Otherwise, we take a lot of medicine tablets, and we don't get relief,
Mhm.
immediate relief, instant relief we get, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
But
Mm.
but yes.
Yeah,
So I feel that yes, yoga and meditation is really very helpful. We should do. And like this time, uh, do you feel like our generation is too busy with their work and studies, and we hardly get any free time, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Because sometimes the issue is not that we are not having enough time. Only sometimes we procrastinate, or we make an excuse. But like no cuts, no words, no coconuts, right? We When we set our priorities straight, and when we pull our socks up, right?
Mm,
So, and when we make the most of our time, so definitely uh, cert- we can certainly achieve our goals, our hobbies,
mm.
and we can spend quality time with our loved ones, our parents. Because there is a will, there is a way.
Yeah,
But
correct.
and sometimes, yes, sometimes and doom is scrolling, right? So it wastes our time. We feel that, means after some time we realize that we are falling into the rabbit hole. So actually we all are caught up in and endless scrolling
Yeah,
nowadays,
correct. True, true.
and we say we are not getting enough time.
Yeah. Actually, we do have enough amount of time in our life, but because of so many distractions, I think we feel like I don't have time to do this and that. But usually we have a lot of time. And if we don't have time, I mean, for instance, I can say, if a person who says I don't have time to improve my communication skills, or I don't get time to prepare or to learn something new in English, or whatever the context it is. But do you think that person would not be using his or her smartphone? It's not so, right? So that person would be using smartphone phone many hours in a day, right? So obviously I can say these are so many distractions. So the I can say that because of that distractions, we don't know what is the most priority in our life, and because of that, and just because of our mental satisfaction, we keep on scrolling on the phone, and also doing some other frivolous things which would really give us that spontaneous gratification. But on the other hand, just because of that, we don't want to come out of that. But on the other hand, if we try to come out of that box, and also if we would try to indulge ourselves with something more productive, but yes, for the first time we would not feel that I'm not satisfied, it's not a piece of cake. So I think that's a quite difficult challenge for any person out there. But we should be we should be consistent with that process. We should try to cope up with that situation. Then obviously after a long, or after a specified time period, it's going to work for us, right?
Yes, I see eye to eye. I couldn't agree more. Actually, technology has revolutionized our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Because of
Yeah.
this digital revolution, people can turn their passion into profession.
Yeah, that's true. Correct. That's also correct.
Like a person who enjoys teaching, so they can launch many courses, online courses,
Mm-hmm.
and they are earning. Means their passion is like someone if someone is passionate towards photography, or cooking, baking, anything. So actually, because of social media, they are achieving their goals
Yeah.
because of online courses, online teaching. So yes, they are
Yeah,
developing their
yes,
skills.
always there are two sides of
It's actually not
coin.
innate gift. we cultivate through our consistency.
Yes.
And if someone is interested in music, so they can showcase their skill through social media, and they gradually build a loyal audience, and they are earning money.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Miss? Are there?
Yes, definitely. I do believe so because this is the era of technology, as you said now, and there are so many people they have been earning money from different social media platforms just by showcasing or just by introducing their abilities on social medias, and it's not some silly amount from the grade of silly amount to some greatest and handsome amount of revenue from different platforms. So yes, that's also correct, but I didn't want to say that, or I didn't want to blame the whole distractions just by using the label of a smartphone, but there are always two sides of a coin, and I wanted to specify that bad side of scrolling on phone, just because uh, I can't assure you that most of the people are using smartphones or the facility of internet connections in a productive way. It's not something like that. There are numerous people. They just want to entertain, and they just want to I mean, they just want to get their time pass. So for that time purpose, they really they just want to scroll on that phone. So that's the bad side of the fact. I mean, this factor. But on the other side, coming to your question, if we showcase our abilities, our productivity, or our hobbies, whether it is dancing, singing, or making reels. Obviously making reels is not everybody's cup of tea. It's not, I don't think that I can make any reel. So it also requires a capacity and a brain. So it all it all is, I mean, we can say or consider all these things as a source of money, because that's the fact. And I know numerous amount of people, they have been earning money just by showcasing their abilities. And in the upcoming years, I don't believe that the Gen Z's, they would not like to work under anybody. Everybody would be the owner of their own, I can say, channel. So in the upcoming years, the everybody should would be the owner of their own channel, and they would get money just by sitting at home and creating some videos or reels. So yes, yes, that's correct. I do believe that we can earn money. So
Yes.
yeah.
Completely agree. Yes.
Mhm.
Without a shadow of doubt, that really we are getting so many chances to
Yeah.
earn money, right? Because of social media platforms, because of this technology. Having said that, success doesn't come overnight. It requires our unwavering dedication and determination, consistency, and willingness to keep up with changing trends, right? We
Yeah.
need to update ourselves every time, because every day, like, something is new for us.
Yeah.
And someone like those people who are patient and who are continuously hone their skills, so they are more likely to stand out from the crowd.
Mm, that's correct.
So
That's correct.
yes, it requires an unwavering dedication.
That's
We
correct,
don't
ma'am.
want to miss the boat, right?
Yeah, each and
Mm.
every day
Because every
there is some
day,
other things
uh,
to learn, right? Each and every day is a new opportunity for us. So there are so many things
yes.
that we really want to learn in our life, whether it is purposefully or subliminally. If we get any chance to learn something, because this is our life, and this is our need to cope up with the situations. So and there are so many people. I can tell you, when I was a young girl, whenever I used to use my mobile, while my parents used to scold me, you should not scroll on the phone, you should not waste on your phone, I mean time on your phone. But what they do right now, they are using Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, they are using all the social media platforms. So they have adjusted, or they have, they are now familiar with the current situation. So they are also in the same situation, and they are also started using those kinds of technologies in their life. So each and every day is a new opportunity for us. So we should not have that kind of conservative mindset, right? We should try to cope up with the time, and we should try to adjust with new challenges and new opportunities. So that's the real essence of the life.
Actually, yes. I'm feeling